Become a femme magnet.
Most people believe attraction is about appearance. They think the women men become emotionally attached to are the most beautiful ones in the room. The perfect face, the perfect body, the loudest presence. But if you watch how men actually behave in the real world, you will notice something very different. The women men remember the longest are rarely the ones who tried the hardest to impress them. Instead, they are often the ones who left a certain emotional impact. Something subtle, something intriguing, something that made the interaction feel unfinished. Because attraction, at its deepest level, is not built on perfection. It is built on emotional tension. And certain women create that tension naturally, not because they are manipulating anyone, but because of the way they carry themselves. Today we are going to look at 5 subtle behaviors that often make men emotionally fixate on a woman, not because she is chasing attention, but because her energy creates curiosity. And curiosity is where obsession begins. The first behavior is emotional calmness. Most people in social situations are constantly trying to prove themselves. They talk quickly. They fill every silence. They try to impress. But the woman who quietly stands out is often the one who does the opposite. She is comfortable with silence. She is not rushing to prove her value. When she speaks slowly and calmly. And this creates something interesting in the male brain, because confidence that does not seek validation feels rare. It signals emotional stability, and emotional stability is extremely attractive. It makes a man subconsciously feel that this woman lives in her own world, and suddenly he becomes curious about that world. The second behavior is selective attention. Many women make the mistake of giving a man their full emotional focus immediately. They reply instantly. They invest deeply right away. They become very available. But the women men often become fascinated by behave differently. They are present during the interaction, but they also maintain their own rhythm. They might smile, they might enjoy the conversation, but they do not instantly reorganize their life around that person. This creates a subtle psychological effect because humans value things that feel slightly limited. When attention feels earned instead of automatic, it becomes more meaningful, and that makes a man want more of it. The third behavior is emotional unpredictability. Not chaos, not drama, but natural unpredictability. For example, a woman who is playful one moment and then thoughtful the next. Someone who sometimes reveals something personal and sometimes keeps things mysterious. The human brain loves patterns, but it becomes fascinated when those patterns are not completely obvious. That small sense of unpredictability keeps curiosity alive, and curiosity keeps someone mentally engaged. It makes the interaction feel alive. The fourth behavior is a sense of personal independence. Some women unknowingly communicate that they are looking for validation. They want approval. They want reassurance. They want confirmation of their value. But the women who create long-term fascination tend to feel different. They seem comfortable with themselves. They are not trying to convince anyone of their worth. They simply exist with a quiet sense of self-respect. And this changes the dynamic completely. Because when a woman does not chase validation, the energy flips. The man becomes the one trying to gain her approval. The fifth behavior is emotional mystery. This does not mean hiding your personality. It means allowing someone to discover you gradually. Many people overshare very quickly. They reveal their entire life story within a few conversations. But emotional intrigue works differently. When someone reveals themselves slowly, layer by layer, every new detail feels rewarding. The connection develops like a story instead of a summary, and stories keep people invested. This is why the women who become unforgettable are often not the loudest or the most dramatic. They are simply the ones who allow space for curiosity to grow. They do not rush emotional closeness. They let the connection unfold naturally. And that natural unfolding creates something powerful. Because attraction that develops slowly tends to last longer, not because of manipulation, but because curiosity is one of the strongest forces in human psychology. And when curiosity is combined with emotional presence, something deeper begins to form. That is when fascination starts turning into attachment, and sometimes attachment turns into obsession. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video so you don't miss our next video. We are diving deeper into the psychology of the male and how to attract your specific person to you.